Hello,
I
and
guess
welcome
I'll
back to
just...
Lizard Tech. So yeah,
Hello,
stuff
people.
happens like that. Random bugs, glitches. I think that's vanilla. Well, vanilla enough
Bug.
for the
Server.
graves mod. They have had
There we go.
my grave all the way over there. And a bug in
Which is so
vanilla
weird.
that caused me to fall through the floor.
So yeah.
So yeah.
I just built a porch. Kinda.
Thought you were gonna say a portal.
No. Gonna go craft a door. I have a door. I have a door now.
Dick.
Also, I can make some mushroom stew.
Why do we need a door?
YOLO. Okay, I crafted a whole bunch of mushroom stew.
Can I have some of that mushroom stew? And I don't
Just
have
come back
anything
to
to eat.
base.
Dalek, don't chase me. It's not the time. Bye, Dalek.
Gonna craft a couple. I can craft 5 more mushroom stews.
Carson. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Why what?
appreciate you adding a door, but this was perfectly shaped already. This was not meant to be added a box onto the side of my shaped mountain.
I think it looks nice. Okay,
No,
there you go.
this looks bad.
Toss me into the water. How do I get... And can't get up now. Why can't I get up?
Well, the water will flow back over, and you'll be able to get in.
Oh, great.
You might want to go grab that wood, but we have plenty of wood, so it's not a big deal.
I grabbed even more. So, do you
So, I
want to
mean,
do
you can add
this?
a door on the inside of this area for now if you want, but don't make a box on the outside.
Okay. I think that looks nice, though.
That works.
Oh, it's harder for people to break in.
By the way, the holes in the side of the wall here are for a reason. They're for lights. As people can probably tell, me and Carson's building styles are quite different.
Yes, I prefer big boxes.
I prefer
I just prefer...
strategic boxes. Strategic boxes and slopes. Get 5 for now.
You prefer glorified boxes. That's all you really build. That's all anyone really builds.
I think Aaron would disagree.
LSG, Aaron?
Yes. Also, Carson, this does conflict, but I will let you do that because I can probably work around that.
I can fix that. Also, you want
Well, I
mushroom
mean,
stew?
like on the other side of this wall right here would be part of it. So I don't know how you can fix that without removing everything that you had just done there. So
Really?
yeah,
Even
there's
this
there's a
little thingy
reason
back
there's a
here?
reason why this is 23 blocks away from the entrance, and that is why, because that's where this building ends and this building begins. Can I have a mushroom stew?
Sure.
I gotta turn myself out of cheat mode. I also don't have any inventory space, so you can have the bowls. I'm full.
I need to find a chest to put this food. Check
Okay,
out how much food
illuminated
is in
panel
this
class.
chest.
I will in a momento.
Also,
So this is
solar
our food
panels.
chest now? Oh, it's just mushroom stew. What about solar panels? Would probably
Power?
be steam dynamos.
Why? Why not a solar panel for now?
Because we don't
Oh
solar
yeah,
panels.
they're expensive. They require a circuit fabricator and a diamond.
They're
That
not super
one diamond
expensive, but I already have a
they're
plan for steam generators that'll be pretty simple. But
why?
I have to have that plan completed. So you can wait.
Also, I'm
Also,
gonna make a
did you pick up
can.
the stuff that was on the ground?
Yeah?
Can you throw it to me? Because I only have one project fence here, so I can't do
Here.
this all at the same time.
There, I threw you some.
2 pieces of cobblestone.
You need two?
Yeah, that's what was that was on the floor. And
Anything
did
else?
you get any Certus quartz?
I'm looking.
I guess this grindstone can be something that goes over here, like after the forging hammers. I'm gonna guess that this can be pretty much a wall of forging hammer. One grindstone.
No, I did not get a, I
Okay.
did not get any Certus quartz. I looked in all those chests.
Okay.
Actually, no.
People are home. Wait, can I not grindstone
What
Certus
is
quartz
this?
into Certus quartz dust? Oh no, it's just quartz dust, so nether quartz. It's a grindstone. Turns things into dust. It's also basic ore double.
Derp.
Hello. I'm not. Also, I'm recording. So yeah. Goodbye. That was a fellow GSO member. We're done cranking.
I
Carson.
like cranking. Don't.
No, no, you're wasting my other quartz. Okay, well you may as well go until 5 now because I can't do anything with 3. Yeah, it's
There
slightly
you got
annoying.
5.
There we go.
Whoops. I accidentally clicked again twice.
Oh, now it's stuck. It's lodged in. I can't take it out. Well, that's a problem. We do need to make a second project table here. Probably a few, actually.
Anything that's left in there will be grinded out. There. Got it. There.
I don't have an inventory. So sorry. Yeah, we need the semi-system. Good thing I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I also don't remember if I need a charge source quartz for this panel or what it was. I think I can get a charge source quartz. No, we're good. Okay, stone plate, you, and this is not a project table. And I'm not gonna have inventory space for this either. It's just gonna be an array of litter on the floor.
Now if I can help it.
I'm not sure you can.
Why don't you want a solar panel?
Just because I already have a plan.
What about a nuclear reactor?
Eventually. It's not something we can do right at this moment. Wait, so I need this, which requires an inscriber. If I believe an inscriber, I fixed that, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, so the inscriber works. I thought 4 steps ahead of myself. Or half of a left step, whichever one you decide.
What can I do?
I'm not particularly sure what you want to do here. So I would say find a goal, work towards that goal. So I have a goal. I want to make a creative energy cell. You can look up how to get that. That is the way to win this pack and get permanent creative rights. Because it is unbelievably annoying to get.
What does the which creative cell? The
The one from Mechanism.
energy cube? It requires chaos shards and an op octuple compressed cobblestone
My
and a
favorite part
runic
about
altar.
this recipe, it requires 16 million vacuous.
How do we get fragment shards?
Fragment shards?
Yeah.
Oh, those are chaos shards. And you get those from defeating the chaos dragon in the end. Why are you putting crystal spikes in the
Also,
forging hammer? Those are two completely different
go.
mods.
We need bedrock alloy ingots in a circle
But that's
around
how you dupe
a
it.
runic altar with octuple compressed cobblestone to get.
That's how you duplicate it. To make the first one, you have
Or
to
the
do a
arc
very complex,
infusion.
yeah, infusion.
Or the infusion arc surrounded
Right. I need to
septuples
do this
and
stuff
one
here. Logic.
and a septuple compressed cobblestone.
I'd like to borrow one of these storage crates, but they're all full of junk. I do not have the inventory to take out this junk. We still have luggage that we need to empty. So I'm just gonna get a normal chest for now, I guess. That'll work.
Okay, so we'll need an arcane infusion.
Yeah. You're gonna need a Thaumonomicon, which I have a wand here for you to make. So you need to right-click on a bookshelf with that wand. That's how you get started.
Do we have any bookshelves first off?
We have a lot of books, so you can make bookshelves pretty easily. Like there's 21 in this
And then,
chest there. I think that we have 21 more somewhere in here. Yeah, 21.
no, there aren't any in this chest here.
The second chest. It's 3 books to make a bookshelf. And if you put bookshelves
3
around the
books.
research table, which you'll find out what that is soon enough, then you get free
How do
aspects.
I make them? How do I
3
make
books with
bookshelves?
6 wood. You can probably guess the wood
Oh,
pattern.
yeah.
Okay, I need
No,
guild.
hang on.
Guild. Okay.
I'm gonna need to grab some of the tons of wood that I got.
I'm also gonna need silicon, which I believe is cobbled stone and a grindstone. Nope. Okay,
Okay,
silicon.
I need 264. Need 2 stacks to make 21 bookshelves.
Alloys. Oh. I need a sag mill. I'm surprised we don't have any other kind of like. Yeah, crusher. Use a crusher. Crusher's kind of
So
expensive.
now, where should I place the? Where do you want to do your researching thingamajiggers? Back in the back
Uh,
here.
I haven't made a place for that yet.
And do it back
So
here.
you can do it back there for now, I guess.
So for now, I can place bookshelves.
Yeah. If you get the books back when you break it, so it's okay.
Thumalonicon.
Thaumonomicon. Thaumonomiconisaurus.
So
So then you can read the book, figure out what to do, and get arcane infusions.
no, I just need to figure out how to research
Oh right, you're gonna
under
need a
technology.
thermometer. You're gonna need a thermometer.
How do I
So
make that?
you're gonna need to turn fluorite into Thaumcraft shards. So where's our fluorite? Calcite.
That's malsite.
Where's fluorite?
That's tessellite.
I know
Okay.
that we have some fluorite because I picked up some. It might be in luggage.
Where's
Yeah,
luggage?
here's the fluorite. I got some yellow fluorite here. I'll just take a whole bunch of this. And you can put this in the enrichment chamber. And that should give you yellow shards, air shards. Which
Okay,
you
and
can
then how do I
then,
make
you
that
can
thingy
turn that
majigger?
into a thermometer. Which you can look up in any eye.
How do I, by doing what? Oh, thermometer. Thumb,
Like a
how do I spell it?
thermometer.
Oh. Oh.
I'm actually getting gold
Time.
right now, so this is like perfect. Oh, that's calculation. Thought I put logic in there.
What
Logic
does
and
a
calculation look very
thermometer look
similar.
like?
It looks kind of indescribable.
Okay.
It's like a 3D texture.
2 shards, 2 gold, and 1 glass. Got it. So I just mine the air infused stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Do you have
am
any
going to make
glass?
a silicon. Yes. So I believe I'm either going to need to make a crusher here or a sag mill. Both of them do sort
Do
of
you
the
have any
same thing,
glass?
but I was cooking up some earlier. Yeah, we should have some glass. Or not. Okay, I'll cook it more. So I think I'm gonna go with a sag mill here.
I only need 1 piece of
Require more
glass.
steel. I kind of don't want to waste our steel because I don't want to run out and then have to go through the process of making steel, which is kind of annoying. So to make the large crusher, we're going to need a lot
Now I
of
need some
iron.
gold.
I have some gold. Here you go. Okay, I think I'm gonna make the thing. I think I need. No, I need more than 13 steel already, so I think I'm already out. Or I might just be there.
How do I study beast?
Just follow what it says. I do that like every time that we have a series. Okay. Well, while that's all going, I'm gonna need pulling upgrade.
How do I
Need
understand
more
sources of life?
find sources of life. Did I make these the same
Like
textures?
what? Like what would be a source of life?
Is that the same recipe? Kind of. No, one of them sticky, one of them normal. Okay,
What would be a
like
source of
just
life?
like sugarcane, I guess. You have to think.
I know, I thought.
I thought, and my mind failed me. Oh, it requires steel for that too. Okay, we're going the large thing. So, where is that book? There's a couple books.
Okay, apparently sugarcane is not a source of life.
Also in the research table, which you haven't made yet, but in the research table you can combine aspects. So you can make the aspect that lets you find out the source of life. You could also check seeds, I guess. That might be something. Or
How would
saplings.
I study some seeds?
Throw them on the ground and right click on with thumb number. Lag. Major lag. Okay,
Yeah, I got to.
put that copper away. Right, I was doing things in Stoof. Right, immersive engineering book. I don't know it. It's called an engineer's manual. Like a book and a lever, I think it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh,
It's
I
the
need to
weirdest
study
recipe.
plants. I'm just gonna go search for a node.
I don't think that will. You'll still need to study things. Yay! Achievement. Okay, construction. Not construction. Heavy machinery. Russia. Gonna need 9 hoppers. Gonna need a clear inventory. That's for sure.
Does the research table give you any, like, hints?
No, but you can randomly combine them and eventually get them all, so it's not hard to find them.
Had to kill Dalek.
Dalek. Dalek. I have a lot of junk to throw away here. I don't need quite at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now back to what I was doing. Engineer's manual. Got the engineer's manual. Now I need 9 hoppers. Means I'm gonna need 9 chests, which is 18 wood.
It's 9 and I think I'm gonna go do something else.
Okay. See you later then.
Here, yeah. And let me just get back home.
You didn't think that Thaumcraft research was interesting enough?
Well, I couldn't find anything, and plus I need to find the research table first off. What is it called? The
You have
research
to
table.
make a table and then a uh, ink thing. I don't remember what the ink thing is called. Like ink vial or something like that, and then right click 2 tables with the ink vial.
Which table does it require?
It's just called table. You can do at Thaumcraft. It's also in your Thaumonomicon. 9 hoppers. Where there's a place that shows me what it needs. Okay. 10 steel scaffolding, light, and box some steel fence. It is still gonna require some steel. Probably gonna have to go through the whole steel making process, which is
It's gonna be
slightly
annoying.
annoying. That's not how you make a steel fence.
Or the planar vortexes.
Planar vortex? I don't know. steel rods. Wait, when do these require steel rods?
Arcane
Oh,
levitators sound cool.
just further wasting my steel. Oh, now I see what it's doing.
What is
That's
it doing?
that's a lot of steel I need. It's 2 steel to make like 4 steel rods, and I need 6 steel rods for each 2 fences, and I need 11 fences. So overall,
Oh my god.
I would have been able to make the alloy smelter with that amount of steel, and now we're out of steel. So we're gonna have to go through steel making, which means we're going to need a farm, which means we're going to need a lot of things, and that's why you like tech. Yes. For
Over
now,
enchanting table, I have no. What does that do?
allows you to get higher enchants than the max. For now, it's been Beardedlizzy, been Carson. Say back, Carson.
B.
Hello, and before this episode starts, I would like to show you some of the things that I've done off camera. Obviously, this is different than that, and also explain some more of the things about how to progress in this pack. Part of the reason why this series is here. So first of all, I built this. I've gotten flight by using a scraper on a bat to collect skin scales, which then you'll put in here, and you'll get cells, and you put the cells in this, that, and that, and then to there, which you choose which gene you want, which was flight. And you put that in here, and you get a completed one. You can then get a syringe, and this mod's called Advanced Genetics. You can probably look it up. But then, so this required a lot of wood. So I have gone through about 4 different axes now. 3 of them being bronze, because bronze is pretty easy to make, and one of them being my dark steel axe. And I've just deforested this area. This was like a huge forest, a huge dense forest like over there. And yeah, that's been that. This is an area for Botania, actually what I was doing here before I logged off. I need blaze quartz to get the first kind of power transfer, which means I need mana, which means I need this system. I actually want to put this at the end over here. I'll just place it down for now so I can go and pick up what I dropped and continue afterwards. I've also got 2 rows of hearts because we have a new friend here. His name is Jeffrey. Hi, Jeffrey. Jeffrey gives you more hearts when you scrape him with a skin scraper and do that system over there. Same way as the bat. And I also have built a... Where's the button? Here it is. I also have built a crusher out here. And I've made a lot of these furnace generators around. I'm hoping to put them together into one of the 8 times power furnace generators. So this is to get silicon, and it was preferable to a sag mill at the time, and now I'm wishing I'd gone for the sag mill. This is our current door. I don't know if Carson showed this or not. In here are oysters. You collect these in ocean biomes. And you can provide them with sand to get pearls. And what I did with pearls, I'll show you later. Also, I found a book that I got from a loot bag with protection 4, and I put that on this chest plate. We also have an enchantment table now because I found a lot of diamonds. It turns out you have to go to level 8. What you can do is you can actually search up diamond ore, and it'll show you the best Y to find it. and the chance to find it. I don't know what this is for. Hello, Jeffrey. This is my idea for how I want the corridor to look a little bit. I've got this up here with, I'm using carpenter's blocks to have light in this kind of hallway. Not super important information, but, you know. Then greatly expanded the amount of chests in this room, as we've gotten quite a few things. Also have a furnace generator here with a basic capacitor top of a charger, and that's how you get the charged crystals. You're also going to need some of these. So this is to get steel. I ran out of steel, which is probably very likely to happen in any kind of series with this mod pack. So you cannot make the immersive engineering ones. You can make them and turn them into these ones so that you can use these, but the reason you can't make the immersive engineering ones is because the hammer requires creosote and steel, which are both made with those. You don't need a hammer to form the railcraft versions. Another thing about railcraft is that it's not NEI compatible yet. So you have to use this rolling machine here, which I think I had made on camera to get plates. That goes for iron and steel plates. It's just as efficient as using a hammer or any other kind of like metal former, metal press. But it does require 4 ingots to start the process, and was it this? We'll be using that later. I'm not done anything with that. These are vats. This is how I've been getting ender pearls. What you do is you put a pearl in here with some of this liquid ender, which you can find in the ender forests, and you get ender pearls. Pretty simply. I don't know if I've explained this already. I might have, but finding hostile mobs is a lot more difficult in this pack. So when you find a hostile mob, instead of killing it, you want to capture it in a soul vial or some kind of method, because you're gonna want to be able to auto spawn them. It is very, very difficult to find mobs because Daleks usually overwrite the spawn for them, which makes getting ender pearls even harder, but this is an easy thing. And there's also for gunpowder, which I've needed a lot. There's a pretty simple recipe using sulfur and saltpeter, charcoal dust. You can also do this thing if you have you've gotten any rift flux. There's also hellbats in the nether, which I guess there's a few ways you can get this. Also, if you haven't found an enderman, you can find an enderminy, which is actually, I think, a better way of getting ender pearls, especially if you don't have a good, like, really decent gear. Um, and this is the alloy smelter, which I was working on. Now, if I go here, it's it's an okay recipe. The steel casing, as with all the machines, is kind of annoying. I know this, but at least it's with all of the machines and easily automatable. So you need this for the polling upgrade. Yeah, I've already shown that. You have to get an inscriber, which means the hardest part about the inscriber is that you need silicon, which is why I had to make the crusher. And then you also need the enrichment chamber to make the crystals. And as I think I've already mentioned, AE asteroids are harder to come by because they are more likely to be found underground because of terrain generator mod, alternate terrain generation. I believe that is the reason. Or me and Carson have just been extremely unlucky. But once you find one of them, I want to know if there's a way to make it so that all of the presses spawn at the same one. That would be nice. But I don't know if there's a way to do that. This is an alloy furnace. This is pretty easy. You just make some bricks. And it's used to make lots of redstone components. Mainly redstone alloys, including bluestone and purple stone, which isn't called purple stone, nor is the other one called bluestone. But it's something like that. This is all being powered by yet another furnace generator, as I haven't even gotten power transfer yet. And then over here, I've made another kind of blast furnace, and this is making another kind of steel, which the names get kind of annoying because you mix them up. I'm also making another kind of coal coke. Now all you have to do is you have to put some kind of heat. I've got lava behind these, and they will heat up here, and then you can put things into them. So just putting coal in a blast furnace makes coal coke, which is pretty simple. Now you have to put gunpowder, sand, and either coal or coal coke into here to make SLA steel. And usually this will consume the coal coke or coal 100% of the time. But the gunpowder and the sand will usually not get consumed. So you can make a lot on. Sorry for the interruption. I forgot that something was happening at this time. It's actually supposed to be like 20 minutes ago. Okay. Right, so you can just go off of one gunpowder and get a lot of the steel. I've already used up one gunpowder. I had 6 at the start here. And with that, I've made what's called a scalable chest. This can have up to 972 slots. Like that's about. I don't remember. And here's a magnetostatic engine, which is going to require liquid, which is pretty easy. It's going to require water, more specifically. I don't know if there's any other kind of coolant, but water is one. And you can provide RF to these, and it's basically converting RF to the kind of power that these things use. I think that I remember them being quite annoying. I remember the machines making a lot of noise. I know that you can put wool around them to make them make less noise, but basically the more power you provide this chest up to a specific max will increase the slots. So basically, if I put a ME bus thing on that, that's basically ME drive. Those are going to be our ME drives until we actually get drives and we actually have several thousand stacks of cobblestone, and it becomes a problem. As for anything else, I'm not sure. We've had a lot of iron somehow, which has never happened in any of my series. So I've just been able to make a whole lot of stuff, and this shovel is going to break very soon. Oh, right, this. This is grindstone. This is before I had the crusher. It won't let you do everything that the crusher can. For example, I couldn't make silicon, which is annoying. But yeah, that's about it. And talk to you in the next episode. So hello and welcome to Lizatech. Say hello.
Hey people.
So
Let me scan
I
this
already
pickaxe.
made a episode catching people up on what me and you did.
Piston.
Person's working on Thaumcraft. and I am going to build a farm. Are you excited, Carson?
Okay, you have all the stuff?
No, but I have a lot of the stuff. I need 9
Are
pieces
you
of
gonna...
steel for
Is it the
this
biodome
farm.
that you were talking about earlier?
Yes, I am going to be working on the biodome.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
I want to make some kind of fancy
What is
glass,
it?
maybe.
I
I'll do that after.
need to...
Really low on inventory space. And now I'm not really low on inventory space. It just cleared it.
Okay, well, there's a research
I
hut.
think I'm gonna get some item conduits, and then I'm gonna be moving on here. So conduit binder, now called binder composite.
Okay.
I have
Metal
exactly
and
3 of
tool.
these because I've made 3 vibrant crystals. Bye, Carson.
No, metal and...
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take seeds and trees in this farm, and we're gonna use charcoal for most of our power. We've got this 8 times furnace generator here, and a couple steam engines. And that should be pretty good. The furnace generator is cheaper, but is produces I don't know, it's cheaper. And then the steam engines are more expensive, but they are more efficient. So you even got like a little spot here in the center of this base.
I need to study something that
where
has
Carson
life,
put a
like what
magnet
would have...
torch. Victus's life, you already have that.
I know, we're out.
You can make Victus. Water and
How?
Terra. You can make all
Oh.
the aspects.
Okay. Once I've discovered them.
No, you can make them before you discover them. 1, 2, 3, fair. The farm is, well, I guess one of the blocks is sticking out of the top. It's actually gonna be like this. And I want to dig this area down here out. You know the rest of our things. But here's where the farm goes. And I probably want the valve there and hatch, a valve for liquids, hatch for being a hatch. And actually, this isn't a 2x2, this is a 3x3. Which means that I'm gonna have to change around this area here. Oh well. It's a 3x3x4. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Oh well, we'll dig out the area underneath it. So once we got this farm, we're going to take these coke bricks to get creosote and to turn the stuff into charcoal, because the immersive engineering coke oven can do that, whereas the railcraft one can't.
I need to find rotten flesh.
Go get to the zombie spawner.
I got a zombie brain.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it on the other side of the room to scan. Okay, Okay, come here. I need to scan you.
I'm at the farm. Nice, it's done. You can tell because there's this band here where the soil goes. Hello, person who just teleported me. Have a plant fossil.
Apparently nothing can be earned from you.
Nice. You mean learned, not earned?
Hey, my pickaxe. I was studying that.
Wait, what does this hatch do? Hey,
Give me the pickaxe.
I didn't pick up your pickaxe. You're just blind.
How do I get up here?
You fly.
I don't have a flight.
Too bad for you.
I'm gonna use dirt, then you can dig that out because I have to
Oh,
get
wait,
up.
this is fluid conduit. Of course. Using the
Ah,
wrong conduit. And actually, I just put away my shovel. Thanks for that. You know, fluid go into here. I'm gonna need to put down a pump, probably in here, facing a 3x3 source on there. That would mean the fluid pipe would go like that, because this will hydrate the crops as well as grow them. You can put fertilizer in. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it needs fertilizer or not. It does. Okay. So what do I need for fertilizer? This one. Apatite and sand. Or apatite and ash. Alright. Now I get ash. Burning peat. Well, we're not doing a peat farm, so have to gonna have to just go with the 8 times one. You should have a lot of apatite currently. Something that you mine underneath the ground. Okay. So then the first thing that we're gonna want them to do is we're gonna want the coal to, not, no. We're gonna want the wood to go into a coke oven. Gonna be the first thing along here. Which is gonna be 2 blocks under the surface, but all we have to know is that it is under the surface. Where did I just put those? Here we go. And then the creosote will be put into a tank that will then be transported via minecart to our base.
to our base.
Yeah. And as well as apples and excess stuff, basically. I didn't actually make a tank cart. I have redstone flux. And actually, I'd like to make this coke oven be on the other side.
How do I say tools?
By scanning tools. So
No.
you'll have this, and then item conduit. This item conduit will run, or like this should work. We won't really need to come back here very often. right into the bottom of the boiler, and the boiler's a multi-block. You got this high
Okay.
pressure boiler tank which goes on top. And then you have the fuel box which goes below it. You have various sizes of tank above it, but there's always the one fuel box. And I actually have four tanks, even number. So I think we'll have it go running along one line until it meets the output. So we can have the first one right up against it here, then here, and just keep going. Whether or not these will actually connect to the top or not is be discovered. Can you stop whatever yelling is going on?
Sorry. I'd have to mute my mic to stop that.
You have returned to nature.
Is there any way to teleport to my /TP death?
Nope.
Okay, well that's a poison node, so I have no clue how to get my stuff back without dying.
You can try going on creative.
Which I'm already doing. I think I should go for that
I didn't bring an output
yellow
chest
one.
either. I'm not really prepared here.
You're trying to make an automated farm?
Yeah. But basically, the output chest would be -1 along this conduit line, so that things would go to it last, and this conduit may as well just go like that and have the chest be here. And then the chest would output from
Also,
there
when
into the
zombies get...
cargo.
The furious zombies have a very small hitbox in relation to their body.
Sand is not falling. Oh, just lag. So if we try to look at where I'm thinking the train station will be, it's quite a far distance. Well, I guess we can have it. It's actually going to be like right around here somewhere. So we're actually going to want these conduits to loop back around. Which means I'm probably going to need more conduits. And I can't fit past that conduit. It's annoying. We'll handle exporting later in this episode.
Right now we're just gonna handle importing, right?
Yeah, even though I don't have storage for anything.
Derp.
Actually, before it even goes, well, because the coal's gonna go back to the main base, excess coal. And I don't think we want to run power all the way back to the main base too. So maybe we should just
Either.
I think maybe we should just have all these solid fuel burners back at the base. And just transport the liquid and solids here. And then any excess power that this thing requires. Or actually, we can
run a power cable.
We can unload power onto the
Why don't
track.
you just run a power cable underground?
Because it's too far distance. I mean, I probably could, but then that means I'd also need item conduits underground, which are more expensive.
Why is that more expensive?
Thanks. Missing an item conduit. They're more
To run them
expensive.
underground.
Not just underground item conduits are just expensive. They require dire pearls.
I've just discovered man. By scanning rotten flesh.
So yes, we could
And
do just conduits underground, but I'd rather have this minecart system. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have these things back at base, and just the essentials here. So probably one of these engines. I actually don't know if we only need one of these fuel boxes or not per engine. I have to make sure that this is set to always active,
I've discovered
and
tools.
insert.
I am the Magic King.
And I'll take the steam engine, but I need to first put down the energy conduit. So I think that steam is a liquid. Yes, it is. So we could just have it pumping into the top of this engine. This is also going to require a lever, something I didn't bring. But I can get wood. Hello, tree. I'm going to need to borrow some of your flesh. Tree flesh. And maybe it's just going to be a curse that every
Discovered
farm episode
tools.
that I make is going to be bad.
Ether app. Ether entry app. What is that?
I don't know.
Fabrico.
So even though these conduits can't hold a lot, they can hold the amount that this rates.
I need to study food.
Okay, I got some apples.
I have one. I
got
think I've discovered
42
food.
apples, actually.
Okay, yes, I've discovered food.
But here's going to be where energy is. So then we're going to need not only water for this, but I believe that the steam bob also requires energy.
I'm just trying to scan you. I'm not.
The next time that you come near me, can you bring a whatchamacallit?
I don't know. What is it that you need?
Bucket.
For
water.
Don't you have iron there?
No? Hold on, it's very dark in here.
I've just been scanning stuff.
So excess coal and probably even excess wood are going to be transferred back to our base, as well as apples, if we have a tree that has apples.
I've been earning a lot of research points.
I'm going to give both these things priority 1. That one and the coke oven, so that everything else will go back to base. It is not. Oh, that's good. I don't know the direction this fluid pump's supposed to face. So it's just any. So, oh, this doesn't export water from the top, this gets energy from the top. Right. I'm gonna want to put this guy down here and just run the conduit around a bit. Then the fluid conduit can just go out the side. It seemed to connect to the top, so maybe that would have worked, but I don't think it does.
Oh my gosh, I've been researching a lot of stuff.
It's going to be set to extract, and this one insert. And if we want to clean this up later, we can with like facades.
Okay. Today was
Actually,
one of the most productive days I've ever had with this.
I don't think that we
Well, the
want
only
to
thing.
have apples, because those are going to be put into the coke oven.
Why are apples gonna be put in a Coke oven?
Because we don't have filters. We're also gonna probably want a chest to put the stuff back into the apples back into the system.
I'm gonna scan some iron ore now. Another brick. Let's scan that and see what we get.
So now we can probably get this process to be kick-started if we, well, actually we need water. Can't start this until we get water. Which brings me to the point that we're gonna need to move this water pipe all the way over to here.
Okay. So scan saplings. I think I've scanned. Let's scan the fossil.
And I did bring some tanks for this creosote.
That's
Actually
good.
quite a few tanks.
Do you want me to bring the iron the thingy right now, or can
Bring
you
the
wait?
bucket.
Okay, I'll craft one.
No, we have one.
I'll find it. I've discovered a whole bunch of things, so. Oh, shears. Let's stay those. I discovered something new.
Now, I think I'm gonna fly back and get some chests, because I'm gonna definitely need that.